Chef Tony Matas of BarbecueGuys.com. I've been reading through my emails again, and it appears that what you would like to have cooked on the grill is fish. And several of you asked specifically for redfish. New Orleans does redfish the best. So I made some phone calls. My buddy Joe sent me over some fresh redfish. I have 2 nice fillets. These are scale on, and I'm going to cook them scale on. Around here, a lot of people call that fish on the half shell or redfish on the half shell, but that's how we'll be doing it today. So if you enjoy that, please stick around. You'll also need 1/4 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 tablespoon of dried paprika, sea salt and coarse black pepper to taste. You'll also need a small to medium-sized yellow onion, 1 whole lemon, 2 fresh garlic cloves peeled, and just a handful or a bunch of fresh parsley. And you're also going to need a half a stick of butter, unsalted butter. First, pour your Worcestershire sauce over the top of your fillets, just like that. And you want to have them sitting in your bowl flesh side up to where the scales are down at the bottom. Next, olive oil. Follow that with the paprika, your thyme, and don't forget the cayenne pepper. Now you want to rub this in with your left hand, just like this, and then give them a nice coating. Use, of course, your clean, dry right hand for your sea salt and black pepper. While our fish is gently marinating, we are going to first slice your garlic cloves very, very thin, like this. Once we've thin sliced all of our garlic, the next step will be to make thin rings with the onion. When the onions and garlic are knocked out, all we have left is the lemon. With all of our cutting out of the way, all you have to do, squeeze your half a lemon over your fish, then take your garlic, you'll just lay it on top, and the same thing with your onion rings, just sort of put them on top and let them soak. We're going to do something with them after, so when we do put them on the grill, make sure if I forget to tell you, don't throw your onions and your garlic away. With 30 minutes magically passing us by, it's time for the fish to go on the grill. I have the grill preheated to a medium-high heat, and I'm going to place them flesh side down for a couple minutes, and then I'll show you from there what we're going to do. It's a little different this way, but you'll see. All we're going to do, like I said, is lay them down flesh side first, preserving your onions and any other good stuff that you may have. While we're waiting on our fish to finish up, we'll go ahead and get the sauce ready. So we're going to finely rough chop our parsley, just like that. Now, we'll save this until we melt down our butter a little bit, and this is going to go, about half of it's going to go in there, and that's going to go on top of our fish, and it's going to be incredible. When a few minutes have passed you by, you want to gently turn your fish over, and turn over to the scale side, and now we're going to top them with the onions that we have left. It's going to keep it very moist and, of course, add flavor as well. When your fish have been on the grill just under 20 minutes, that's when it's time to break out the black iron pot, preferably. It's the easiest, but anything that's grill safe, and get it on the grill. And to that, we have a half a stick of diced butter. You also need a whisk. You want to keep your butter moving because you want it to turn into a butter sauce. You don't want it to separate. You're not trying to make clarified butter out of it, so you just want to keep it moving. When it starts to melt and it's about halfway there, you'll pull the whole thing off and continue to whisk it, and that's when we'll add the parsley. The butter's about halfway there, so as I said, we're going to take it off the grill, and you just grab a handful of this fresh parsley. Now you just want to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt and just a little bit of that fresh lemon from earlier. Whisk that around. Should be about time for us to get the fish off of the grill. Around 20 to 25 minutes. That's all it takes. And it's time for the fish to come off. Here we go. Now, you just want to very carefully drizzle your sauce. And then, I don't know if you recall the sliced lemons from earlier. Those will go on the top at the very end. There's only one step left, and that's of course the most important part, the taste test. It should be flaky. Now I just want more. I would like to thank everybody who always emails in and comments in. And if you want to send me, a lot of people just send me messages. I get to eat great stuff like this because you do. So I hope that you'll continue. And if you like what you see, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook site. Let us know what you want to see and what you'd like to learn how to cook. I'm Chef Tony Matas for BarbecueGuys.com. Remember, we smoke the competition.